7th grade class performing Hello Shakespeare. Now, who here has heard of Shakespeare? I'm glad to see that. Who here has sat through a Shakespeare play? Now, everybody who has their hands down still, my parents would be extremely jealous of because they had to sit through so many Shakespeare plays. They did not enjoy it. So the good news for you guys tonight is this is not a Shakespeare play. This is a comedy play about Shakespeare. So we hope that you'll leave here tonight with a little bit more knowledge about Shakespeare's life and what he wrote.
And to introduce ourselves, this is Mrs. Gillian, and I am Mrs. Wilcox. And we volunteered starting back in November to teach your students theater. And it's been a pleasure, and they are incredibly dramatic if you don't know that at home. So well done. So this is a really safe place for them to have that drama reach its potential. They listened, they followed directions, and they were very willing to be taken outside of their comfort zone, to project, to go bigger, to really take the story and let it be understood. So first and foremost, this is always a classroom, and so your students learned about theater, theater terms, the different roles backstage. So they learned about that. They did learn about Shakespeare, and they learned about the fundamentals of acting. And so tonight, as you enjoy this show, and please laugh, because that will just encourage them, because it is a comedy, so please let all your ha-has be loud and heard. But they learned that the 4 pillars of acting is to be seen, to be heard, to understand, and to be understood as well. So to understand what their storyline is, and then for you to understand what they're talking about. So if they did that tonight, would you let them know? If they faced the audience to speak, tell them, you know, I saw your face every time. Well done, bravo. If they projected, they worked very hard on that. Say, I heard you. You did great. So anyway, just giving you some, I'm directing you. So I love working with kids. Andrea and I have directed multiple times with children's theater. We just love it. We love working with teenagers and preteens. It's a delight. I believe that children belong on the stage. They learn responsibility and collaboration, and they take their job seriously. And I'm so thankful that these kids did it. They learned their lines, even over Christmas break, which wasn't the call. Is there anything else? Oh, it's cell phones. Please take your cell phones, and I just want to check, make sure that mine is silenced, so that nothing distracts our actors. It is.
And don't worry, just so you guys don't forget you're out of school, we did put a quiz in your program so that you can test your Shakespeare knowledge at the end of the play.
All right, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, hello, Shakespeare.
These famous words comparing the world to a stage were written around 400 years ago by William Shakespeare, about whom our play is concerned. Shakespeare, often called a bard or a poet, was born in England, though we know very little about his life. Believe it or not, there were one time or another dozens of phrases spelling his name, and some of them were pretty silly. Shall we see a few? What? Will you stop that until the right word? Right up. Ta-da! That's better. This, as many of you know, is the spelling most commonly used today. Thank you. You may leave now. No, not you. You're supposed to stay and tell us a little bit about Shakespeare's life. Remember? You've practiced it long enough.
I sure did. Well, Ray.
Stop it and get serious. Yes, sir. Now take out your notes and begin. Right on. Well, what? Okay, don't get too excited. William Shakespeare, often called the Garter of Vaughan, was born. Bard of Avon? Where did you get guard from? Right here. You're right. It's Bard of Avon. William Shakespeare, often called the Bard of Avon, was born in 1984. Wait, that can't be right. No. Aha. 1564. Yes, 1564. On April 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, or 23rd. Boy, what a memory he had. Couldn't even remember what day he was born. Anyways, William Shakespeare lived as a boy. As a boy, William Shakespeare lived in the little town of Stratford on the Avon River. Believe it or not, the old elementary school he went to is still being used today. Lucky kid, he only went to it for a few years. Anyways, when he was 18, he married Anne Hathaway, and a few years later, Shakespeare became a daddy. Heavens, say William became a father! Heavens, William became a father. A few years later, he became a father again, of twins. Boy, that meant double trouble for him. A few more miserable years later, memorable years, the Bard got bored of Stratford, so he went to London, alone. The kids probably drove him crazy. Most likely, though, it was after he was arrested for hunting deer on private property. Whatever the reason he had, he kept it pretty secret and let no one know what he was doing for the next 7 years. I think he did something worse. He became a teacher. Oh! Anyways, are you finished? No. Well, cut it short. Okay. Anything you say. Willie finally kicked the bucket in. Oops. He died in 1616. Over his grave are these words: "Cursed be he that moves my bones." And this play will probably make him turn over in his grave. What's the matter? Finish! Finally, thank you very much. I'm sure we all enjoyed your report and learned very little. You may leave now. No, that way. Shakespeare wrote 3 kinds of plays: comedies, tragedies, and histories.
There you are.
Get your hands off me! What is this commotion?
The real headed flapping pig. How dare you lie, you cheat, you prevaricator of the truth. You...
Sweetie pie?
Sweetie pie, gosh, no more brain in thine head than I have in mine elbows.
What's the big idea? You're not supposed to come out now. You're finished.
You bet thy life he is. More of his conversation would infect my brain.
What brain?
Stop his mouth and let him speak no more.
And who are you?
Shakespeare, fair maiden. William Shakespeare at thy service.
What? You're dead.
He sure is.
And smells it.
I heard what was going on here, so it made my bones turn in my grave. So here I am.
Big deal. Then speak. I know he wasn't very respectful. I'm going to deal with him later.
First off, I was born on April 23rd, and my father was neither a peasant nor a peasant. He was a tradesman.
He was a bird.
I will grind your bones to dust.
Stop it! Continue, sir!
My children did not drive me crazy all the time. My being arrested for hunting deer on private property is true legend through and through.
It is not.
It is too.
It is not!
It is too.
Stop it! You may leave. Now. Yes, you may leave now. Not you, sir. You! Me!
You'll be sorry. It was a perfectly good hat too.
Out, you mad-headed ape. Go shake your ear. I'll leg on you. Oh, his tongue is bad, but his face is even worse. I love my Viking children, and what I did between 1586, 1585, and 1592 is none of anyone's business. Dost thou understand?
I understand, Mr. Shakespeare.
And should it ever happen again, they have somebody to tell the story of my life, be sure that they know exactly what they are doing and tell us the truth.
Yes, sir, I'll do that.
Farewell. I once wrote that pardon can be such sweet sorrow, but not in this case. Farewell.
Imagine Shakespeare himself was here. Oh dear, I hope he isn't too upset. We must continue our program now. Of the 37 plays that Shakespeare wrote, 14 are comedies, 13 are tragedies, and 10 are histories. Let's see if we can show you what these three kinds of plays are like. First, the comedy is a happy story where many funny things take place that make you laugh, like this, for example. Thank you, that was funny. I mean, that was a comedy.
A tragedy, on the other hand, deals with a very sad story. Many unhappy things take place, and it usually ends with the death or murder of a number of people. Some tragedies are loaded with more horror than a Frankenstein movie. Let's see what our actors will do this time to explain tragedies. Thank you, actors.
History plays by Shakespeare are actual events that took place in English history. They deal with wars, battles, heroes, kings, and queens. Let's see what our actors will do this time to explain histories. That was interesting, wasn't it? Now let's take a look at the names of some the most popular comedy plays that Shakespeare wrote. The Taming of the Shrew is about a pesky and nagging wife whose husband finally tames her. In The Comedy of Errors, you have a pair of twins who look so much alike that they create a lot of trouble. Twelfth Night is also about twins and the fun trouble they cause. The Merry Wives of Windsor is about a group of ladies from the town of Windsor who make a fool of a silly old fat man who is always bothering them. In As You Like It, you have a girl who dresses like a boy and confuses everyone. A Midsummer Night's Dream is a fairy tale about elves, kings, queens, and magic. Now here we have what kind of play?
Comedy!
Right. Next we'll take a look at the names of the most popular tragedy plays that Shakespeare wrote. Hamlet is the story of a young and handsome prince who avenges the murder of his father. Macbeth is about witches and ghosts and the murder of a king. Julius Caesar is about a great Roman general who is stabbed to death by people he knew. Romeo and Juliet is about two teenagers who die of love for each other. Antony and Cleopatra is about a famous Egyptian queen who kills herself by letting a poisonous snake bite her. Finally, King Lear is about a father who has two cool and ungrateful daughters. Now here we have what kind of plays? Right again. Thank you. Finally, we'll take a look at the names of of some history plays by Shakespeare. Richard III was a very wicked English king. Henry VIII was the king who had 6 wives. Henry V was the king who was happy with 1 wife who only spoke French. King John was the king who had no wife at all. Now these are what kind of plays?
History.
Right you are. Thank you. The theaters they had in William Shakespeare's time are quite different from the ones today.
Wait a minute. Don't say another word.
What's going on here?
I am Puck, at your service.
You are not. You are my helper. That's who you are.
Do you think I just... No, gentlemen. I'm one of Shakespeare's merriest, most handsome, most charming, and cutest character.
You are not.
You don't believe me, do you?
Of course not. You are my helper, and that's that. Cutest character. But I'll go along with you. So tell us, Judy, what's your name?
My name is Robin Goodfellow, but the world knows me as Puck, at your service.
That figures the mischief maker from A Midsummer Night's Dream. Well, you sure created enough trouble here already.
I heard you start to talk about the theaters in Will Shakespeare's time, so I came to tell the true facts.
Ha! What did you say? In the truth? I see vastly different things.
Well, first, ladies or girls never acted in plays. Boys always. That's part 1.
That sounds like male chauvinism. They'd never get away with it today.
Like it or not, that's the way it was. Say, how would you and you like to see some Shakespeare characters come to life right here and now?
Oh yes, indeed I
Okay, me come, we come, G come, Greg. Now appear.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Why can't Hamlet make up his mind?
Romeo, Romeo, where art thou, sweet Romeo?
Oh, speak again, bright angel.
Oh, Romeo, where art thou?
Romeo and Juliet, the 2 most famous lovers in the world.
Hum then. This is King Richard II.
Let us talk of names, of rhymes, and epitaphs, and tell the sad stories of the deaths of kings.
My, you can easily frighten me.
He's only King Richard II, King of England. He's harmless. Watch. Boo!
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I have come to bury Caesar, not to praise him.
That's little Mark Antony. He likes to talk. He likes to talk. In fact, he talks too much. Big mouth. King Richard III, just after losing his horse in battle.
A horse, my kingdom for a horse.
Here.
Gee, thanks.
He might not be so thankful if he knew those would be his famous last words.
Oh, this is Catherine, Henry V's French princess learning English.
The hand, the foot, the knee, the toe, the ankle.
Boy, she knows that.
Oh, I think this is Duke Orsino for 12th night. He loves music and romance.
If music be the food of love, play on!
Ow! Oh, good. And here comes the beautiful Queen of Egypt, Cleopatra.
Give me my robe. Put on my crown. I have more to longings in me.
She's no Elizabeth Taylor.
I am positive who this is. She is Lady Macbeth, who walking in her sleep. Her conscience is bothering her because she had a lot to do with the murder of a king.
All the son of Arabia, when I was reading this, Little.
She's a nightmare. That's what she is. Oh, something wicked this way comes.
And these have to be the witches from Macbeth.
When shall we three meet again, and thunder, lightning, or rain?
When the hurly-burly's done and the battle's lost and won.
That will be the era that sets in the sun.
Double, double, toil and trouble. Fire burning, cauldron double.
And it's not even all of me.
That was fun. Shakespeare was very serious most of the time, and that's the way people generally picture him. Let's see what he had to say about a common and serious situation, the difference between old and young people.
Aha, the generation gap.
Yes, it's from one of his longer poems.
I shall go behind the stage and hear what they tell of age.
How did age and youth cannot live together? Youth is full of pleasantness. Age is full of care. Youth like summer morning. Age like winter weather. Youth like summer brave. Age like winter bear. Youth is full of sport. Age's breath is short. Youth is wild. Age is tame. Youth is hot and cold. Age is weak and cold. Youth is nimble. Age is tame. Age, I do abhor thee. Age, I do abhor thee. Youth, I do adore thee.
I wonder if it's fun.
How about a few more short scenes from Shakespeare's plays?
Sure, why not?
The first is from Othello.
Thus remove Cassio.
Why, making him incapable.
The next is a brief scene from As You Like It. Rosalind is asking her friend questions about her boyfriend.
What said he? How looked he? Did he ask for you? How parted he with thee? And when shall you see him again? Answer me in one word. Huh?
Next we have Hamlet talking to his stepfather, the king.
Now, Hamlet, where is Polonius?
At supper.
At supper where?
Not where he eats, for he is eaten as soon as the performers are active.
Alas, alas, now where is Polonius?
In heaven, send me to see if you do not find him, look in other places yourself.
I have seen better faces in my time. Instead of any shoulder, I see before me.
Wow, didn't Shakespeare have a neat way of insulting people? I think your faces are fine. I don't know about your shoulders though, but your faces are nice. All kidding on one side, but we haven't said anything about the best play of all yet, A Midsummer's Night Dream.
I know, but I was thinking that until the end.
Goody.
We've prepared a final scene of the play, which is a play within a play.
Great. I think this is the funniest thing Shakespeare's ever wrote.
It certainly is comical. Say, why don't you introduce the 6 characters while I go check out the backstage?
No sooner said than done. Okay. Now close your eyes all. That's it now. No cheating. Okay. Globbity, 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 boo. All ye spirits of time and space appear before us at this place. Make this palace scene from Will Shakespeare's famous dream. First is our storyteller. His name is Quince. Second is our hero, Pyramus. Next is Thisbe, our heroine. She is followed by Wall. Behind it is Moonshine. And last but not least is our villain, the Lion.
Gentles perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on time make all things plain. This man is fearless. This beauteous lady, Thisbe is certain, and this man was Lion the rough past, dogs present Wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder, and through wall's chinks poor souls they are content to whisper. This man, with lantern, dog, and bush of thorn, presenteth Moonshine. For if you will know, by moonshine do these lovers quake those scorn to me at night is due. There she is. This grisly beast, which Lion called by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night did scare away the runs in the front. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which Lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. And in comes Pyramus, sweet youth and all, and finds his Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, peering in the mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, that Lion, Moonshine, Wall, and lovers flame at largest course were here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion talks.
Don't worry about that. While the other dumb monkeys can, one lion can too.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, one snout by name, present a wall, and such a wall as I may have you think, that had in it a cranny poor chink, through which the fearful lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper often very secretly. This lone, this rough cast, this stone doth show that I am that same wall. The truth is so, and cranny bright and sinister, through which the whole poor chink, the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper.
Here comes Pyramus.
Oh, grim-looked night, oh night with hue so black, oh night, which ever art when day is not, oh night, alack, 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 I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou wall, oh sweet, oh lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine, thou wall, oh sweet, oh lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Show me well. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss.
Oh, wall, full often. No, no. Oh, whoa, whoa.
Oh, often hast thou heard my nose, for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My calyons have often kissed thy stone with line and hair knit up in me.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy that I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
Pyramus, my love, thou art my love! Say,
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kissed the wall and not to the fiddle.
Wilt thou in these two meet me straight away?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus all my part discharged, and being done, away wall doth go.
gentle hearts could feel the smallest monstrous mass that creeps on the floor. That may perchance both quake and tremble here, when my rough and line-range doth and then not I, one snub by name, to snub the joke.
A very gentle piece.
Here comes moonshine.
This dark horn lantern, the moon, present myself, the man in the moon, do seem to be.
He should be in the lantern. How else could he be the man in the moon?
All that I have to tell you is that I, the lantern, is the moon. I, the man in the moon. This dog, my dog. This thorn bush, my thorn bush.
This is old Ninny's tomb. Ninus, Ninny's, Ninus, Ninny's, Ninus, 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 Ninus. Where is my love?
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious, golden, glittering gleams, I trust to take the truest Thisbe sight. But stay, O spite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here. Eyes do you see? How can it be? O dainty duck, O dear. Thy mantle good, what? Stained with blood. Oh, wherefore, ancient, didst thou lion scream? Since lion vile has here destroyed my dear, which is, which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears confound. Outsword. Outsword? Outsword. And wound the path of Pyramus. I, that left path, where heart doth hop. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Thus die I. Oh. Thus. Oh. Thus. Oh. Now I am dead. Now I have fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, loose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Moon, take thy flight. Now die.
With the help of a doctor, he might recover.
Fauci.
rusty sword?
Here.
Come flame like rust and brew, and farewell, friends. Thus Thisbe ends. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
Well done. That was very enjoyable.
Yes, it was. Now, if you like that, wouldn't it be fun sometime to see an entire play by Shakespeare?
Yes, it would. Now that you know more about Shakespeare, his life, his times, his plays, and some of his characters, like me.
Well, I'm not sure about you. But do you have any final words to say to our audience?
Indeed, I do. Good night, and to you all. Give me your hands and be friends. Robin shall restore amendments.
Well, what do you think? They're doing an amazing job.
Well, we are so blessed to have had the skill and talent of these amazing ladies. Can we give it up for Mrs. Galligan and Mrs. Wilcox? Well, we just have a little something to say thank you for all your hard work. So Mrs. Wilcox has a daughter in 8th grade, not even in 7th, but she was gracious enough to bless us with her talent. She's a very experienced theater person, and her friend Mrs. Galligan